Welcome to Sports Talk with Kifu, and I'm your host, Kifu Njabulonga. Before we go far into this, please smash the like button whilst watching, comment, then subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Okay, so now let's stick to the topic. Is YouTube boxing ruining the sport of boxing, or YouTubers or exhibition matches ruining boxing, or has boxing lost its sheen? I'd say boxing has lost its shine. Like, there aren't a lot of top guys fighting each other. Like, you don't have a lot of mega fighters, have a lot of crappy fighters, and and so forth. So, like, yeah, but I'll come to that later on in the video. Let's first start with why I think exhibitions are actually great. I love seeing Floyd. No, Floyd's gonna talk a lot of smack and he's gonna back it up. Like, a lot of people watch Floyd like, yo, is he gonna lose? Like, even when Sugar Shane Mosley and Sugar Ray Leonard were sitting with Mike Tyson, they're like, you can't. There's not only one way of beating Floyd. Like, you can't just plan to beat Floyd in one way. Like, you gotta come up with a lot of things to beat him, because Floyd, in fighting, like within the fight, he's gonna, if he sees that, oh, like, your plan is working, he'll change how he fights within the fight. Like, that's why he's 50 and old. That, like, he changes how he fights. Like, it's like, oh, this is not working. He's like a coach, like like a tactician, like a coach, tactician of a coach that knows his in-game management. Is like, oh, this tactic isn't working, well, let me change. This is what I'm doing wrong. This is what I'm doing wrong. Okay, now this is how. Like, that's what he does. Like, oh, so now I need to jab more just to keep you at bay. I'll do that. Oh, now I need to move more. Like with Sugar Shane, he's in that interviews, like, Floyd was staying too much in the pocket and he wasn't boxing, and Sugar Shane hit him hard because Sugar Shane always wanted to do that. The round arm. You see, that's why a lot of people say Pacquiao would give Floyd a problem, because quick counter punch, and he always would do that. His shoulder is very vital. That's why he also said that he needed a shot before the fight, because it was so. But let's not digress. Let's stick to what we're talking about. So, because Floyd wasn't moving, staying in the pocket, and when he got him, his uncle went to the corner like, bro, what you doing? His father and his uncle was like, gotta start boxing. And when Floyd started boxing more, oh boy, that's when he beat Sugar Shane Mosley. That's how he started getting his rounds and he started winning. But Floyd is one of the most complete boxers that you could meet. Not too many knockouts, but as a boxer, elite. And defensively, Floyd is sound. And even they were talking about, only Floyd could actually block your, with the stance, how he, like, with the hand down to block, like, with, let's say, with the right hand down to block the body shot, and the other hand, just one hand up, just block the headshots, and to also, like, let's say, jab. But he knows that he's blocking that body shot, so he doesn't need to, like, kind of block that. He already has that down block. Like, yo, Floyd is just something else. I think Floyd is one of the greatest of all time. I've watched some Mike Tyson. Yo, I grew up and I'd watched Chavez. This dude, I think Junior Chavez is something, but he was also good. Like I used to watch a lot of boxing. I wake up at like 5. Once I live in South Africa, wake up at 5 in the morning, watch these fights. I used to watch a lot of boxing. Boxing used to be the premier, like one of those premier things. But the problem with boxing is a lot of these fighters fight once every 6 years. That's why you need an elite crop. You need a lot of elite fighters. So that's why these exhibition fights are actually good. Like, we get to see people like, yo, celebrities and YouTubers, whoever, like, if they have beef, like Logan Paul and KSI win, or even, or whatever, man, even Jake Paul. I think it was Jake Paul and KSI when they were fighting. Like, it was kind of enjoyable, like, to watch. It wasn't a great spectacle. We just wanted to see two people fight it out. Then you had KSI No, not KSI. And then I watched Little Man and the other dude fight. I mean, that fight was that fight was fun. That fight was funny, man. But I look like I enjoyed the fight though. But exhibition boxing matches are fun to watch. Not to, like people are enjoying exhibition fights because like actual boxing stinks. Like, okay, let's say the next mega fight that that boxing's gonna have is Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. People are saying Errol Spence is ducking Terence Crawford. No, he's not. Like, Errol Spence says he has like 3 fights in the division, then he moves up. They're in the same division. Honestly, like he had his first tune-up fight, and then I think he's gonna have like another semi tune-up fight, and then maybe the second of last fight. Then that's gonna be the Terence Crawford fight. I mean, I've just spent more than a year out of boxing. I need some time to get back into shape. So I was gonna get back into shape. And then another thing, Canelo's dominance over the sport. Like, yo, it's not like that Canelo's extremely good. It's just that not a lot of people are good in boxing in this generation. So we need to cut down the number of like belts that we have. Cut them down so that people start fighting against each other, and then now cream of the cream rises to the crop. And back in the days, you kind of knew that someone like, let's say Floyd was gonna fight someone like, yo man, this dude has a good record. Like, there's some semblance, and like he's fought a few people. And the heavyweight division's kind of carrying it, but there's only like 3 people even there, but they're kind of carrying boxing. But now cut down the amount of belts that boxing has, which is way too many organizations. Cut them down and kind of make them like mainstream, and then have a few belts, and then now you're gonna have a lot more people actually fighting it out and top at a higher level. That's what we need more. And yeah, man, Canelo dominating, yeah, it's dominating, but with those 2 fights against Triple G, he looked somehow. Triple G could, especially the first one, Triple G should have had it, but hey, we're just gonna leave it at that. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. And then yeah, they're saying the people from what I've read at lightweight, the dude that a lot of people are saying could give Canelo a problem is utter bitter beef. Bitter beef. Utter bitter beef. My failed Russian accent right there. Yeah, felt like I'm rambling on, but yeah, they say he's he's got a good boxer. He's still got some things to prove. So yeah, I'm not like, yes. Also, you still have like people like Gervonta, and like he's exciting, but he might go to jail. So you still don't know. Like, there's a lot of things that are still going on. So yeah, I feel like there are a lot of things that still need to be done in the sport of boxing, and mainly I feel like cutting down would make boxing a lot better. And now, also, like, boxing has lost it's lost its sheen. Like, boxing, the reason boxers are paid so much is because it's so popular. Like, we all love boxing, but not a lot of top fighters around. Something has to be done. Maybe I think something's going wrong with the development of fighters, which I really do think that that's what's going on. Because, I mean, how can we not like, this generation doesn't have a lot of like, okay, sometimes, okay, the heavyweight division, you don't have a lot of people that are great there, but in the other divisions you'd have a lot of great fighters, so that would make up for. But now the heavyweight division is great, and all these, not great, but it's okayish. Then now even here, like, Canelo is, besides Floyd and Triple G should have won. For me, I feel like those are the only fights that they were legit for me. There's a lot of these other dudes just joke, man. So yeah, guys, this has been the end of the, okay. Yeah, I just feel like exhibition I just feel like boxing has to make certain changes in order to survive in this world and in this era. And if it can't, it has to look at the development and literally try to take development, certain people into their own development and develop their own fighters so that they get to survive in the end. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for, because if you get to develop certain talent, then takes you to a higher level. But I just don't feel like there are a lot of like world class or elite fighters in boxing, and that's the main issue in boxing, because now you can't have a lot of mega fights, because now you, let's say, get a mega fight once every year, or and we used to have like 3 or however many mega fights in a year. We used to have a lot of, not sometimes not mega fights, but they had really really good fights of really good fighters. Nowadays, sometimes when you watch boxing, like these dudes, it's just they're mailing it in, or like they're trying their best, but they're just not that good from what I'm used to. So yeah, guys, and a lot of them are too respectful, not a lot of trash talking. Like, yo, trash talking, we need trash talking. What made Muhammad Ali great is he talks smack, and I'll back it up. Like, yo, what makes Floyd Mayweather so great? Like, Floyd Mayweather will talk smack, and then people would actually watch. A lot of people watch just to, like, hoping that, yo, I hope this dude loses. And he doesn't lose, he backs it up. So every time, that's what makes or made Floyd Mayweather so great, is because I talk smack to you, and then I know I can back it up. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. So please hit the like button, comment down below now that you've watched the video, and tell me what I should react more to. And the Russian accent is out now. Now that was way better than what I said. But anyway, hate to digress. Leave a like down below, comment, comment, smash the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm out. This has been Sports Talk with Kifu, and we have been talking about boxing. First boxing video. Now I'm out.